So we just heard the latest from John Black with Breakthrough and music from Napoleon the Legend featuring Nema Nefertiti with Big Dipper God Fist. This is the Urban Suite KSWAM 90.1 FM, D Major, and Cheryl Meadows in the studio. And joining us now for our first open mic session this evening, it is Tyni Toon and Future Relic. Gentlemen, how are you doing tonight?
Hey.
Good, man. What's happening, man?
Doing good, man. Doing
Yeah.
good. Glad to be here.
Glad to finally have both of you in the studio. So, give us a little bit of history about how you two first came up into hip hop.
Well,
'Cause I know from knowing Cheryl so long, she's talked about you, Tiny, for the longest, and I'm glad to see you Future here as well.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, give us a little bit of backstory.
Well, me and Future Relic, we grew up together. You know what I'm
Word.
saying? Since
Sandbox.
Sandbox days, way back in the day, man. And eventually, you know, we ended up linking up a couple years back. You know, we officially made him a part of KBS. You know, and we're just trying to take it to the top. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Always
Yeah.
supported each other.
Yeah, always.
Even when we weren't KBS together, we was at each other's shows, you know, making sure that felt each other's love and shit.
Yeah.
My bad.
That's all right. So, talk about KBS. How did that form?
Well, KBS started. First, I started calling myself Mr. KBS.
Mhm.
You know, Mr. Can't Be Stopped.
Okay.
And eventually, after I departed from the last label I was with, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? KBS Records. You know what I'm saying? Can't Be Stopped Records. And that's pretty much how it started back in like 2012, 2013.
Okay.
And just been trying to keep it pushing since then.
Okay. So, what was it about your former experiences with the first lady Rosette that made you give you that motivation to think that you could do it yourself, that you could, you know.
Well, you know, when you're doing things yourself, for the most part, you get to really, you know, plan out your vision. You know what I'm saying? How you want to do it. You know, you on your own time. It's all up to you. You know what I'm saying? If something don't work out, then you know it was your fault, and you know what you need to change. You know, rather it being somebody else's fault. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, man.
Sometimes the best experiences is, you know, the ones you learn from yourself.
Yeah.
So true. So
Yourself,
true.
you know.
So, what was some of your earlier, I guess, experiences in hip hop? Some of your influences coming up.
Coming up, I always said I wanted to do music. You know, said I wanted to be a rapper ever since I was a kid. Before I even knew I could rap. You know,
Uh-huh.
and I just always liked all kinds of music. I always said I wanted to do it. Like one day I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a rap. You know, I'm gonna say what I gotta say on the mic. You know, got a lot of influences out there. Mainly what started was Texas music. You know,
Yeah.
mainly H-Town.
Screwed up played.
Yeah. People around here in the city, you know, that's what really got me real in tune to it, you know, because they had something to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what separates us, though, is that, you know, we're from Texas. We obviously have that aura about us,
Mm-hmm.
but we're eclectic, so we listen to a lot of different genres, and
Yeah.
that kind of, you know, puts us in a different category, you know.
Yeah, like I say, you can get influence from all types of music from everywhere.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, most
For sure,
definitely.
for sure.
So, we're gonna get into some music in just a minute. I appreciate you both being here, and I want to talk about more about some of your influences and what kind of projects you have coming up as well. So, just hold tight. We're gonna get into that in our next break, okay?
All
All
right.
right. So let's go ahead and get into some brand new music from Angela Munoz, who is part of the Linear Labs label. Shouts out to Adrian for this one, part of the Midnight Hour with
Oh, yeah.
Ali Shahid Muhammad. This is her first single from the label. This is I Don't Care. Keep it locked out. We got more coming up right here on the Urban Suite, KSWAM 90.1, your only alternative.